That is, in India, we consider it is a bane. The caste system is a bane in many aspects, or the approach towards the caste system is bane. So the concept and practice of high caste and low caste, it is there in India. First of all, the question is, do you believe in it? First question. Do you believe in the concept of high caste and low caste? Another thing is, what will be the future of caste system in India? Apart from that, the word Dalit, I thought of combining these 3 points. The word Dalit, it got its origin at Maharashtra, and many say the root word come from Marathi language also. Whereas, though the genesis, the birth of that word is from Maharashtra, that Mahar identity, especially a warrior group, they didn't allow this Dalit identity to erase their identity. They maintained their identity. Whereas this Dalit word escaped from more or less from that state, and it is erasing. It is killing the identities of other sons of soil who are termed, who comes under the most downtrodden list. So this concept is, instead of empowering them, the word instead of empowering them is diluting their identity and more or less poisoning their tradition and all other things. This is how we feel. So at the outset, do you believe in the high caste and low caste aspects and the future of caste system in India and the usage of the word Dalit? It will be nice we get an overall.
I do not believe in high caste or low caste. That is my belief. But we cannot go away from reality. In India, the system of, that is the caste system, is existence from time immemorial. So we have to accept the reality and see the things in proper perspective. In India, whether fortunately or unfortunately, 1/4 of the population is included in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe list. It is only to benefit certain castes who have not come to the other castes on all terms, say economically, politically, socially. It was the concept why it was introduced. But during the course of time, it becomes politicized, and every party wants to use these people as a political weapon.
Vote bank
politics. Instead of helping them, they simply use their name. We are for you, we are for you. Every party claims that they have done more thing to these people than others like that. So it becomes a favorite term to utilize these scheduled caste people, and to their own advantage they want to use.
Can we put this word exploitation?
Yes, exploitation. So in this scenario, they are, because unfortunately, the castes in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe list vary in their cultural, social and economic aspects. But I do not know, all these castes are put in one basket with the intention to develop them, to help them. But in the course of time, it resulted in a negative thing. The being in the list itself is a minus point to them. Because especially if we come to, and media also tried to enforce their views on these matters. Because this Dalit word is a creation of media as well as vested interests to name all the communities by using this word. Many communities in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe list want to identify by their own caste, because their cultural, social identities are different from other communities in that list. But unfortunately, this Dalit word is imposed on these communities. But those communities are resisting the use of the word Dalit. Say, if you see the history of Tamil Nadu, this Devendari system was there. After the Nayakas invasion, Devendari system was prevalent, and some of the castes are given that power to collect taxes from the people. If you analyze those Jamindar, no Jamindar is from Devendrars Velalar community, popularly called as Pallars. So it is a enigmatic thing. Enigma. Why, when all other communities are having
should become a Jamindar.
Why this particular community alone is not a Jamindar? That means there is something wrong. So if you, in that context, if you analyze, then they are the original sons of the soil, who are the descendants of Cherasola Pandya. So in that context, many people research it. So Deva Asirvadam, Dr. Guruswami Sittan, and others. Olden days also, even earlier historians also accepted
scriptures, documents,
and
also
lend credence that the present day Pallars were Mallars, and who were the now they are the descendants of Cherasola Pandya, the kings of Tamil land.
So you completely deny, you are not
and Devendra Kula Velalas don't want to call themselves as Dalits because they are their tradition is to say in Tamil, Porum Porum Engal Valdu. So ploughing and fighting. That is their occupation.
It is not a mean job.
Yes.
It is not a mean job. It is not a
whenever there is during normal times they do agriculture. Whenever there is a problem to the country, they will fight against the invaders. So that is their job. So they lost their kingdoms to the invaders. That is why no Jamindar was from this community. So it is obvious and proved by facts also. This fact has to be spread throughout the country, and the media has a role to play in this.
Promoting this.
This truth should be known to all.
So related to this thing, you are known for patronizing Tamil culture. Particularly the traditionally, as you claimed, the traditionally rich caste group Devendra Kula Velalar through your Tamil Panbaattu Aivu Mayam. Our question is here, does not this patronizing affect your role as an IRS officer? That is one question. Another thing is, do you think that the community, the Tamil culture and the community that you are patronizing is that much traditionally worth?
First of all, social aspects. You are involving in an activity which is a social thing. The official procedure or conduct rules, they are not preventing you from indulging in any kind of social activity. So there is no bar or ban if you are indulging in a social activity. So in that context, my role as an IRS officer is different from my role as a social activist. And conduct rules do not bar So there is no conflict. Only you are against doing something against the government conduct rules, then there comes. And it is totally a different subject. And I do not find anything wrong. And government itself is permitted to take part in social functions. It is the aspect. Then second aspect is, I have travelled throughout Tamil Nadu, and especially where the Devendrars are most in number,
dominant in number,
and other. I interacted with all caste groups. The most reliable community among the Tamil castes is Devendrars. Once they give you a word, and if you believe them, they will give their life. That is what history is witness to all these things. We can say in Tamil, அவங்க எல்லாமே நம்பி மோசம் போனோம். Because they believed others,
yes.
And everybody ditched them. Politically also they supported every party, and no party has given them due which is due to them. So now they are coming up, realizing, and they are proving their identity and exhibiting that we are not ordinary people. They are the descendants of great tradition. They have a tradition, and they have to reinvent. You say their tradition is to be reinvented. In that way, I get satisfaction in helping in my own little way to bring to forth, to bring to the world their history, because there are still remnants of their historical past in various parts of the Tamil Nadu, in other places also. We are on the job of bringing to the fore all the hidden historical their roles played by them. So in that way we can bring their original history.
To put it in simple words, or to put it in historical words, according to you, this is the for Devendrars, this is a resurrection and renaissance period. Can you say like that? It is a resurrection and renaissance period.
It's really a renaissance or resurrection, and they understand now what is their history, and they are, what to say,
they have realized the traditional richness
and
started. They assert. They have started asserting.
Now they are asserting.
Yes. They have, after realization, they have started asserting their.
They want to reveal their identity, and they want to assert that they belong to a community which is having a rich culture, tradition, and all these things. And their only occupation is agriculture. They worship animals. They worship nature. That is their thing. So they have, in the realized stage, they have started proving that they may be innocent, but they don't want to be idiots. They are not idiots. Like that we can put it. Very nice. From your view, according to you, the greatest leader of humanity, greatest, that is a superlative. You want to name a person or?
A person, sir. Person.
There are so many persons.
Can you name a few persons?
Yeah, if you world level, there are so many persons. But India, we can say the Mahatma Gandhi. From freedom struggle point of view. But for developing this country, Pandit Nehru, for take boldness and taking a strong decision. Mrs. Indira Gandhi. But very learned man and who worked for the downtrodden, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. These are the leaders
who stand for humanity, who stood for humanity.
And
I admire. Sir, your role model. Any role model do you have for your career, life?
Career in the department, you want to name a person, there is one person. Now, Mr. K.V. Chaudhary is a member of Central Board of Directors.
Correct. Chaudhary.
K.V. Chaudhary, now member Central Board of Direct Taxes, New Delhi. When I was assistant commissioner, he was my boss. So he guided me and molded me to what I am today. Is
you owe to him.
Yes. General role model means because I don't want to name anybody because this downtrodden people, whoever somebody has to uplift them. That kind of person has not come. So especially suppose if I say Devendrars, they have to be given their due role, share in this country. Nobody has recognized their work and they were not given their due share. So I don't want
to name
anybody as a role
model in society as social. What is because, like? Please, sorry.
Devendra Velalar in olden days, because they are the role models. Because since they are agriculture, in olden days we hear after harvest they will give paddy to all the
workers,
artisans, and say the village
farm workers,
village setup. For everything there is a group. For say barber, dhoti, carpenters, goldsmiths, all these fellows were there. So when there was a harvest in the farm, these people go to the farm and they will get the paddy from them without any money. That is their nature. So once a flourishing community, because of defeat in the war, became slaves and become landless, and this history is known to people, but people don't want to say this is their history due to their own reasons known to them.
You said that the very rich tradition and history of this Devendra Velalar is more or less sabotaged or blocked out,
suppressed, blackened,
blacked out. Why it is so? It is out of fear or something. What is the reason behind it?
No, very normally when there was because olden days these kings were there. Kings, because we say Rajaraja Chola's period is a golden period, and some other things period may be not good also. So people, and moreover when you are continuously normal in our life also, if you are well to do, others will envy. So these people ruled this country for some up to 1500. So naturally others are maybe affected, or you have an aversion towards them.
Grudge, natural grudge. So
people don't want to support them. So when there is a decline for them, everybody enjoys. That is the.
So that is the trend.
But they helped. By, it is our own knowledge. The villages, we ourselves have seen that this kind of paddy and other things, farm produce are given free to the other people, like artisans, like that.
Whoever are workers,
Yes.
farm workers, less privileged like
Yes.
that. Do you have any vision or plan for the promoting this Tamil culture or the upliftment of the needy people? Do you have any vision?
Without Tamil culture, when you talk about Tamil culture or Tamil, talking Tamil or this class about, if you want to talk about Tamil,
Anything about Tamil?
without talking about Devendra Kula Velalar, it is not possible and it is not correct also.
Correct.
But that is not
Happening.
all you talk about Tamils and all these things, but life of Devendra Kula Velalar, nobody is touching. All you in cinemas also, whatever you are trying to pose as culture of Tamil, they all are practiced by Devendra Kula Velalar. But you are terming it as a Tamil culture, but without giving credit to that community. You are telling Tamil or all.
It is allowed to hijacked by some other.
Yes. But you cannot separate Tamil from Devendra Kula Velalar. That is why this Murugan, Lord Muruga, Tamil Kadavul, it is the God of these people. They say they are descendants of Lord Muruga, Shiva, Saivai, all this their own. So by following, people think that by worshipping these gods, you are becoming you are not against something like that. That is not correct. It is their culture to worship God, and it is linked with their work. That is agriculture.
Livelihood.
Livelihood. Because they worship
Nature.
That is why this Pongal festival comes. So talking Tamil without talking about Devendra Kula Velalar is not.
So you
that
want
is
to.
That that we are working towards that.
So your vision is to regain that stature.
What is lost should be regained.
Regain. You are general
That does not mean that we are against any other
community. The interest in promoting or regaining one's own tradition doesn't mean that it is we are against somebody.